All right, everybody, Illuvium Rundown episode 14. We are back. We got some exciting stuff going on. The Illuvitars has commenced. We've seen a lot of really cool things happening. There was a huge launch party.
Yep.
We were both a part of that for a couple hours there. We've seen a lot of sales. At this point, the mega discs are sold out.
Yep.
We're on day 2 of the sale. So that was cool to see that sell out this morning. A lot going on in the community right now.
Yeah, it's definitely one of our more exciting episodes for me. I think we dubbed one of our episodes the Illuvitar episode a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah.
we got to do it again because there is a lot to talk about with these Illuvitars. We did have that launch party. At the time of this recording, that launch party only ended less than 24 hours ago.
Yep.
Because they went for a full 24-hour stream. TSG held strong for the whole 24 hours. I think Andrew made it, 8 hours in?
Yeah.
Until he was ready to go?
Yeah, his level of, expertise, though, it takes an extra amount of brain power to pull what he does, because he has so much going on. He's got all these different things planned, where, TSG's style's a little more, off the cuff.
Let's just hang out, yeah.
But Andrew, he's working a million different things on his supercomputer.
Yeah.
So
see, when he switches to the camera above his head, he's got, 5 different computers.
Right, you can only do that.
Confetti popping everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was funny is the next day after I went to sleep for the night and I woke up the next day and all day at work I just had the rest of the stream going.
Yep.
And then there was one point where Kieran was on just popping out mega discs. I remember him saying if I don't get a Ramfire, I got $30,000 more I'm ready to put in. I'm just like, holy crap.
Dude, it was awesome. Coming from the NFT side of things, it was cool to see Illuvium in that way because it was so authentic and that's how all of us act behind the scenes when we're doing a drop and trying to pull things. So to see the leader of Illuvium, he's just the same as us. So that was cool.
That was cool. He was getting the FOMO.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was watching towards the end. I remember they were in the last 4 or 5 hours, and Kieran was telling TSG, he's just you better make it this 24 hours.
Yep.
We need to make it happen. He told TSG take 2 days off after this, so I'm gonna wait before I message him about anything. Gonna let him chill, get some sleep.
Dude, he was the real MVP of that stream, man. I don't know how he did it. I went so I was on hour 5 or whatever and I was on for 2 hours, and then I went to bed, and then I wake up and I check my phone. I'm like, is this stream still going? I know they said 24 hours, but it's kind of crazy to do that. And they were still on there, and they were all disheveled and it was funny. It was really crazy. Really funny.
But when they first got onto this the launch party, there was at one point where there was over 1,000 people viewing it.
Yep.
Now we had a little setback when ILV 2 was having a problem purchasing discs.
Yep.
So it ended up being a few hours before they got that all settled. And it had dropped down to, I think, under 700 viewers. And then the whole next day, I think, when I was watching, there was around 150 viewers, still holding strong. But yeah, I actually was freaking out for a little bit when I couldn't purchase with my SILV2.
Same.
Because I just kept clicking and refreshing. And Andrew was on the launch party, and his went through right away.
Yep.
And he purchased with ETH. But I didn't really think about that at the time. I was just like, wow, he got through right away, and it keeps saying something's wrong with mine. I was like, if I don't get any of these, I'm going to be so pissed.
Yeah, and 3,000 were gone in an instant. So I think we all had that, all the SILV2 holders had that moment of panic where it was just refresh.
I did. I was like, did I link my wallet up the wrong way? Because I actually, before that, I switched my wallet. You can actually unlink and link a new wallet now. I don't think you could do that at some point. But you could now, so I switched my wallet, and then I was like, oh no, did I screw something up when I switched my wallet? But I ended up getting them.
Yep. Yeah, it all worked out. And I wasn't worrying too much because Aaron had always said, if you're there in the beginning, even if it sells over 20,000 megadiscs, we're going to have the allotment for everybody. So that was good. So I wasn't too worried. Then I jumped in Discord and saw that everyone was having the same issue, so I wasn't worried at all. 2-hour delay. I know towards the end of the live stream, Kieran was talking about the numbers, people on the website, And at the beginning of the sale, at like for us it was 5 p.m. Eastern. He said there was like 7,000 people on the website ready to buy.
Yep.
The 2-hour delay really hurt things. They had about 1,500 people come back for when the sale actually started. I really believe if they had started the sale on time, we would have sold out of those alpha mega discs pretty quickly. And then it would have trickled and snowballed into the standards, and we would have been a little different spot. But in any case, the megas are fully sold out now. We're on day 2, and now we have another day and a half to see how many of those standards sell. So now, for me, I've been switching from watching to see if the megas sell out to now I'm like, how many of these are going to be opened?
Yep.
Because I want to know, right now we've had over 50% of the megas opened. So how many are going to be left after all the hype of the first like week, right? And how many strong like diamond hand holders of the mega disc are going to be? So that's going to be interesting to watch.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's going to be at least 3 less.
I like
so you can see in the rundown, we're going to have a little disc battle. We talked to Godson. We think we're going to have him in the disc battle too. So it should be the 3 of us. So that'll be fun to open some on stream. It's just been killing me holding on to some of these not to open them.
Yeah, patience, man. Patience. It's tough.
But I mean, let's move on a little bit to the utility. So we're all purchasing these, but like, why are we purchasing these? We got some people like you buying some of these discs unopened, gonna hold them for a while, see if you can maybe get some value out of them later. We see some people, bonding these accessories. Some people who are choosing not to bond.
Yep.
I'm more on that along the lines of not bonding. I just personally think they look better unbonded.
Agreed.
But when it comes to filling out these collections, we're going to need to start bonding something, right?
Yeah. So I actually have been enjoying the album part of it more than I thought. It's been cool slipping the discs and the Illuvitars into the sleeves. I've liked that. I opened one of my mega discs and got a fiery. I was pretty excited about that. So I've held on to that. I've also pulled like 6 lynxes, and if you've watched this, I'm not a fan of the lynxes. I think there's way too many of them.
Yeah.
So every time I get a lynx, I just throw it on the floor and let it sell, and then I take the funds and buy something else in the Illuvitar world. But what I ended up buying actually was Kieran in like hour 23 of the stream. He was going crazy. He started selling some squizzes at the floor. I think to just give back to the community a little bit. He was just kind of in a crazy state. And
were you watching the stream at that point?
I was. So I was watching the stream. I see these squizzes start popping up, and one of my links luckily sold for like 0.05 ETH or something. I was able to scoop up a suspicious squiz at 0.12. So I was very happy with that, because that's one of the rarer squizzes. It's the second tier facial image. I don't know what do you call it? Emotion, right?
The demonic one, was it?
The demonic's the best one you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously if you get like a hollow demonic, that's like next level.
Yeah.
But I was happy to just pick up a squiz. It's so hard to pull one in a pack, so to be able to go on the secondary and get one, that was great. So thank you, Kieran, for listing that for me.
Yeah, after he pulled his 2 Ramfires, like he opened so many discs. He was going through. He was talking to the other people. He was like, "What's the floor on this one? Let me list it. Let me list it."
Yeah.
So he was definitely listing. So if you were around to pick up some of his that he was listing at the floor, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And just you can see in the activity who minted that, who opened that. So you could have one of these, and like you'll be able to look back and be like, the co-founder Kieran minted this one, put it on the floor, and I bought it up.
Piece of history.
Yeah. So for the collections that are going to be, I mean, obviously you can fill them out now, but I think most people who are trying to fill out these collections are waiting for the alpha sale to be done. What do we expect to see once the alphas are done, and then you can just buy up a ton of these packs at what, 80% discount basically?
Yeah. So the first thing you'll see, so I've been selling the accessories like hotcakes, like floor prices, because what you're going to see is all of a sudden everyone's opened these standard discs. There's no difference between mega and standard. So now at 0.005 ETH, these are super cheap, $8.
Yep.
So you're going to see all these accessories flood the market. So that's one thing.
Yeah,
that's
because
happen,
there's no alpha stamp on these accessories.
Nope, no alpha stamp.
So, not financial advice, but we were talking about this. If you get an accessory in these alpha packs, it's probably a good idea to get some value from it now.
Right.
And then when you can get some of these non-alpha packs, you're more likely to pick these back up or find them for cheaper on the market.
Yep. Yeah, there's just no reason to hold on to them. So at this point, but some people are buying the accessories, and right now you're paying a little too much, I would say, for a lot of these. But it is what it is. People will learn. But that's one thing to expect. I think the alpha Illuvitars themselves are going to hold up pretty good. You're going to have a portion of the market that does kind of shift towards, okay, I wasn't able to go after the alpha Ramfire, so I'm going to try to get one of these Ramfires, and that'll just have to be good enough. And then so the market might shrink a little bit for some of the high tier stuff. But I think overall, long term, the alphas will hold their value pretty well.
Yeah, and I also think there's a lot of people who do want to do the collecting part here, but they're no Kieran, and they just know that they can't do it with the alpha discs. So there might be some people who just haven't bought anything yet and are waiting for the alpha discs to get through so they can deploy all their funds on these non-alphas and finish out those collections.
Yep.
I'm still a little unsure what I'm gonna do. It is a little bit of FOMO in there. I started adding a couple into the collections, and I'm like, oh, this can be a little fun when I can start picking up much cheaper packs. So we'll see what I do with that. Let's move on here. We just want to talk a little bit about the Illuvium market update. So just some of the prices that we're seeing in Illuvitars, along with land and the coins itself. I mean, we saw a little downtick in ILV recently, right?
Yeah, so it happened right on the first day of the sale. So I know you were tweeting about it and hoping it would go up a little bit because our purchasing power with SILV2 was going down. So right now, as we speak, I think ILV is around $67. Before the sale, it was around 80. It started dropping to 72, 73. It ended up picking back up to around 77. So it was okay. It wasn't the perfect purchasing power you wanted. A lot of people I saw had 25 SILV2, and they thought that was going to be enough to get 10 mega discs, alpha mega discs. Turned out it wasn't. So you could get 9, and then you had to get a couple standards. So that was going on. Yeah, so the next thing we got to is the land, the Illuvium land. We got Tier 1 land, currently 0.37 ETH, and then you got the Tier 2 land at 1.05. So that's been actually trending down a little bit, but it's held pretty steady. So the land hasn't seen too much of a hit. I didn't know if people were going to be selling land to get ready for Illuvitars. That might have happened a little bit, but it wasn't an obscene amount where it's gone down a ton. So that's been good to see. We do have Alpha Season 1 coming in the next few weeks, really. So the blueprint hunt is going to be on shortly. But what else has been going on in the market?
Well, so back to the coins that we were talking about. While we saw ILV ticking down, we saw SILV holding pretty steady. So SILV2 got up to around that $50 mark, and it's still sitting there even with ILV coming down. Now, obviously, we have people buying the SILV2 to get some of these Illuvitars here, but I'm thinking maybe some people are actually selling off some of their ILV to pick up this SILV2. In order to make these purchases. So that could be leading to a little more of the down pressure in ILV. And all of this, like you said, is cutting into our buying power. Because at one point, you could buy SILV2 for over a 50% discount, almost a 60% discount. But right now, if you were to, buy some SILV2 and make a purchase, I think you're only looking at about a 25 to 30% discount.
Yep.
Which, don't get me wrong, is still better than paying full price. But that's just another thing to keep your eye on. I do think SILV2 will start to tick back down soon. A lot of the people who are using it were buying these alpha discs. We're going to get another quick little pump in a few days for the non-alpha discs. And then I think it'll settle down over the next 2.5 to 3 months until we get that wave 2 of Illuvitars coming.
Yeah, and I did see the SILV2 is approaching 50% of its supply on the immutable side, so going over that bridge to Immutable X. I saw it at 45.5%. It's probably closer to 50 now. But that's been interesting to follow as well. I was using a Mutascan to look at that data. But yeah, we're seeing the supply of SILV2. Obviously, everything's going to be burned, from the sale, right? So you got that going on. So that's an interesting thing to follow as well. But now moving on, we got Godson coming on here in a couple minutes. We're going to talk to him about Illuvitars, you know, kind of where he came from in terms of like his gaming background, things like that. So we're excited to have him on.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do some disc battles as well, so that's going to be cool.
That'll be fun too. All right, so let's get him on the call.
Yep.
What's up, man? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, it's good to be here. Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited because Illuvitars is something we've been waiting for, and we finally got it. So let's get the show on the road. I'm excited.
Just to start, what are your experience with this Illuvitars? How are you approaching this? What have you done so far? I saw you popping on and off of the live stream, the launch party.
I don't know if you guys had the same issue as me, but being a content creator, your hours are pretty messed up. So, you know, the time I was supposed to be sleeping, I wasn't sleeping. So I'm like, you know, if I'm not sleeping, I might as well just jump on there because I'm watching it on YouTube. So I jumped on there, saw these guys opening up all these mega discs. And if for the viewers, if they don't know, the mega discs are the equivalent. I believe it's like $200 American for like one mega disc. And these are the alphas, right? So
Yeah.
Jumped on there, saw Kieran open 30 of these things, and he was so upset. And I said, I opened up 6, and that was like my whole you know, savings that I had on there. And I got one hollow, and I was fine with that. So, you know, if we're gonna battle today, I got like maybe I can hopefully get one of these discs and we can battle. But you know, fingers crossed if we get something good.
Yeah, were you on there when Kieran ended up pulling the first Ramfire?
I did not. And I saw he posted on his Twitter. I was like, man, I felt bad because he left, and I felt like I could feel the aura was bad. The jujus were bad, and he wasn't going to get what he wanted. So I'm glad he did. He spent the cash for it. So
I know, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to open some standard discs here. We don't got the funds like Kieran does. So
yeah, no.
But that's all right. It'll be cool to see who can win the battle on our end. But Godson, yeah, man, it's good to have you on. I've been seeing a lot of your videos on YouTube. You do a great job. One thing I wanted to see, so you came from like a Clash of Clans background, right?
Yes, I did.
So coming over to Illuvium, like what was that process like? Why did you, and maybe you're still doing some Clash stuff, but why are you making the jump to Illuvium?
Yeah, so I have been doing Clash for the better part of I would say 9 to 10 years I've been doing Clash. And I want to say this to your audience and to you guys that are watching. We have tons of scammers in crypto and out of crypto. And you guys know everyone's saying get your hardware wallet, get your passphrase, secret passphrase, write them down, don't put them online. You know, you have to be really careful. Well, that works also with YouTube as well. And look at me as an example, right? So I had millions of subscribers, and around 2017, there's actually a YouTuber that documented this. It was me and another YouTuber. Around 2017, our channel started declining and crashing. Mine in particular, because I got hacked. And when you get hacked and the hacker is scamming lots of people to donate to him, YouTube sees that and they flag your video. They flag your channel, and then they bury you so that your audience and others can't find you. And that's what happened to me. So now it's not so good. I had to basically start over because you can't just call YouTube and say, hey, you know, fix my channel. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So you got access to the account back, but it was kind of almost like shadow banned, I guess is what they call it.
Yeah. But this happened at least 2 times to my channel, and it's basically shadow banned. So now my audience, like a very small percent, like maybe like 5 or 10% can find me, and the other ones don't see my videos. So, you know, I got a little break now that Illuvium's coming out. I feel like Illuvium's going to be the game that's going to, you know, transition a lot of legacy gamers over to crypto. So I'm hoping this is going to be my next break here. But yeah, started off with Clash, got into Illuvium now, and I feel like this is a really good game for a lot of people to start off with.
Yeah. I think all of us content creators for Illuvium right now are really we're thinking this is going to be the next big thing. So I know this is going to be my first time going around with YouTube, but so far it's been pretty fun. I like coordinating with like people like you and other people in the community. Everybody's pretty tight knit right now, so the future looks bright.
Yeah, and I think this could end up being a blessing in disguise for you. I agree. I think we are in a project that is just miles ahead of everyone else right now in the space. And just like obviously you see the Pokemon here in the background, like we're coming at the big boys, and it's going to take some time. But like the team that Illuvium has, I mean, we just saw this 24-hour live stream, right? We saw the co-founder going the full 24, just showing like blood, sweat, and tears, like going nuts on the stream the whole way through. Like these guys have the heart to pull it off. And I think we all see that, you know, we're following it close. We see it every day, but more of the crypto community is going to see that as well. So it's cool, man. I think we are on the cusp of something really huge, and not a lot of people know about it yet. And that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I completely agree. So, you know, for anyone that's wanting to get into streaming or just get involved with, you know, content creation, this is the best time to get in. You know, crypto gaming is going to blow up. So hopefully you jump into it.
Yeah, definitely. So while you're on here, I know we're all excited about Illuvitars, but I wanted to get your perspective on the Illuvium Zero, just because I know it's the closest to Clash of Clans, and you obviously have a lot of experience with that. What do you see the future of Illuvium Zero looking like? Do you think it could kind of turn into that battle system that Clash of Clans has, or do you think it'll be a little different?
So Illuvium Zero is a nice one. I feel like after playing Illuvium Zero, I figured that the economy of it, like the resources that you have to gather, that's the biggest thing in Clash of Clans right now. It's actually set up pretty similarly, where you have to upgrade buildings and you have to really grind your way to get to the next level, the next town hall, the next upgrade. It takes, you know, elixir, it takes gold. So I'm thinking like, wow, okay, the resources are such a big thing in Clash of Clans. Let me see if I can optimize these resources here in Zero. So you'll see a lot of people, they're designing their base in like the basic format. I'm going a completely different way. It's called the way I'm going is called the industrial complex base, right? So I'm trying to optimize fuel. And, you know, I figured like, okay, so this is actually this game. I'll just say this. Zero is such an awesome concept because you could play the game in multiple ways. You could be like just a farmer, like myself, industrial complex. You could go for alluvial skins, alluvials, blueprints. You know, they have so many ways you can design your base and concepts that you could do in there. And so I'm thinking like, wow, this is something new that we never had, because Clash of Clans is kind of linear. You know, you either go for war or you go for farming, and you just, you know, construct your base that way, one of two ways. So it's such a nice breath of fresh air to play something new, something innovative like that. So I'm just excited for Zero, and the aspect of having the economy of using Ethereum. That's going to change everything, right?
Yeah.
If you're a landowner, that's going to change a lot. Now, being a landowner is an investment, but it's really exciting to see, you know, this new groundbreaking stuff that we're doing with the game here. So only time will tell what this is going to turn into. So I'm excited.
Yeah, like imagine it in your Clash of Clans journey if you could just sell some of that gold and elixir along the way.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I was going to bring that up because I actually have a lot of obstacles. They're called obstacles, but really they're ornaments. They're like things that you get in your base from being, you know, playing the game for a while. They just pop up, kind of like the things that we deconstruct in the game. When you chop down plants, you get, you know, little gold coins or whatever. Well, we have those every like season or every holiday. We get like these new ornaments that pop up. I've got one of the first original Christmas trees from, I think it was like year 2013 or 2014 when that thing popped up. I can't do anything with it. I want to sell it. It's probably worth like $500. But yeah, having it in the form of NFTs or some asset where you can actually trade that is something new, and that's actually what gamers need, you know?
Yeah. Now, do you have any videos out on your channel about your industrial complex? Like, if anyone watching, I kind of want to see it too, actually.
So I've been thinking of doing a video on the industrial complex. I did post a really small one because we had a competition not too long ago. I think you remember the competition that we're having with promoting the Illuvitars, but I haven't done a video yet on it. And I'm hoping like you know, they fix the PC version of it because I want to record it on PC, but you can't really zoom out all the way. On mobile, you can see everything on mobile. But I haven't done it yet, and I know I need to do like a tutorial if you guys want to do industrial complex because I feel actually a lot of people are going to do that. So
yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's really until the open beta comes out, it's not too useful because we can't really sell any of that fuel. Most people are going to be focusing on the blueprints. But once we get into that open beta, yeah, I'm going to be trying to optimize for as much fuel as I can get.
I was going to ask Ramfi, what are you doing? Oh, and just for the audience, my Alluvial is joining me today. She loves to jump on my lap, so she'll be here with me on camera.
That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So with Illuvium Zero, I mean, I've been watching like you and Viper specifically have been posting stuff on Twitter, like pictures of your plots, and it looks completely different than mine. Mine's more balanced out. I have I have a tier 2 plot. I have four of the scanners out getting blueprints, all of that, and then I have one of each type of fuel and a couple extra carbons. And so it's not as industrial as yours looks like. In terms of kind of growing and getting into that first Alpha 1 phase, I am going to look more towards obviously blueprints for that. But then once the full game comes out, that's where I'm going to look to like you and Viper both and try to make something along the lines of like an industrial situation and just try to maximize the fuel.
Yeah, I don't think it's too difficult, really. I've done 2 different versions of the base. So I have like 2 tier 3s. I did one version was just strictly focused on getting the alluvial blueprints, and I put like at least 10 scanners, right? So 10 scanners, space them out. I think it's about 6 tiles. I think it's like 6 or 7 tiles away from each other so that they don't really interfere with the efficiency, right? So you just space them out 6 tiles away from each other. The efficiency is fine. And plus you have, I think you can use power stations for those. I can't remember, but the efficiency is affected if they're too close to each other. So alluvial bases with blueprints, get that done. And then the industrial complex base, also you want to do the 6 tiles away from each other. But with the power stations, you could have so many. I was trying to figure out why would they have 200 building spaces unless they're all for power stations. So that's what I did. Put them all in there.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. But it seems like actually the way they were hyping up the what were the other fuel sources? Krypton. There is Hyperion, and there's I think it's Silicon. Solon, right. So Solon, it seems like that might be more important. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be exciting whenever we can. Hopefully we get this Alpha Season 1 coming in the next couple weeks. Originally, I heard 1 to 2 weeks after the Illuvitar sale. But so while you're here, we had talked earlier about doing a little disc opening, a little disc battle. Were you able to pick up any discs?
So I actually have my, I have it queued right now. So I think I already purchased it, but if I didn't, let me just go ahead and purchase one and then let's get started because I got one.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. While you're working on the background, one of us can open one. I know you're going to hop over on your computer, right?
Yeah. And Godson, which holo did you get? I'm just curious.
It's so funny. I got the holo that TSG wanted. And this is by accident. Me and TSG, we posted on our Twitch, on our Twitter channel, the holos, the Illuvitars of Archie. TSG was saying, "All I want is a holo Archie. All I want is a holo Archie." I'm like, TSG, I got you, bro. Yeah, I'll give it to you. And he said, "No, I have to get it. I want to get it." He doesn't care if you give it to him. He wants to unlock it. So I'm like, all right.
That's part of it too. That's part of it, you know.
Feel that. All right, I'm gonna hop on my side over here just a moment.
Okay, so I've got my disc ready.
Okay, you know what? Let's save you for last since you're the guest.
I didn't know you guys were tag teaming this. This is nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You know, we met on Twitter and we live 15 minutes away from each other.
Oh my gosh. Well, you said you're. I remember you said UTC time zone, so I'm actually in Texas. So I think I'm just an hour behind. I'm like, oh, I thought we were the same time zone. I guess not.
Yeah, we're Rhode Island.
Yeah, we're East Coast. Yeah. All right, here we go. Doing a standard disc. This one looks pretty. I bet I get something good here. If you're watching, you don't have... Oh, you can't see me probably right now. If you don't have one of these hardware wallets, you need to get one. All right.
Oh, man. Fingers crossed. Let's see.
Let's go. I don't have a hollow yet, so I would like a hollow. All right.
Okay.
Oh, I have like 4 of those things already. And I got another one. You got to be kidding me.
There's your luck.
Oh, no.
I mean, these are all repeats, and I haven't even opened too many. Okay.
This is great for us.
I would say
this
80% of people opening this are getting those scars and the clown nose.
Right. I haven't got a clown nose yet, actually. All right, so I'm already kind of screwed unless I get something good here. Which one is the
okay, so this is a standard,
zero.
so that the one on the right should be the tier 0.
Is it tier 0? Okay.
That's a tier 0.
Tier 0 first. Okay.
All right.
Not too bad. Growling. At least it's a different face there. All right, come on. Fingers crossed. Let's get me something good. Archie.
There you go.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so,
I definitely didn't win this one, but let's.
well, hold on. Do you know what we did on the live stream? Right, you have to bond it with the stuff you got,
So
and
let's
get the
see.
points.
So I got a black bandana and a scar, and I'm gonna go with my Tipo. So let's see. How do I do this?
Yep. So click on the Illuvio and hit bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, get the Illuvium.
Okay.
I can write down the points if you guys don't have it.
Yeah. If you got it that quick. So
Yeah, I'll go ahead and write it down.
Godson's running the show here. I love it.
Let's do it.
Look at see. This is what I have. I've all been.
It has to be no. It has to be the stuff you unlocked.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying like that. I have so many of these. So it's just the bandana and freaking so many of these.
1 scar.
That's what I got. 7.
Okay, so 735. 735. Okay. 0.55. All right. Rampy,
All right,
you're up.
I'm up. Dude, that Atipo, that was a pretty powerful Atipo.
It was a growling one, I guess.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Okay, so let me turn. Who's on? Rampy, you going next?
Yep.
All right, you got to share your screen.
Yep. Doing it now. Can you see me?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, cool. So we got standard disc. Load it up. Hardware wallets, guys. Make sure you're safe. All right. Signed it and continue. Let's go. I'm looking for some good accessories.
Oh man.
See what you got.
All right, right to left.
They're definitely going to be better accessories than mine. Maybe not.
Oh,
Same things.
Oh man.
okay.
That-
I'll take that.
Ooh,
Let's
Oh,
go.
that's
that's
nice.
10% right there.
All right, let's go tier 0. All right. Silly.
That's Volante.
And the hat.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
1,000.
From a
1,300.
standard
Whoa,
disc.
man, that's good.
Well, that's
That is
gonna be
nice.
tough to beat.
You don't even need to bond anything. You already have me beat there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're still gonna do
Oh,
it.
what did I
We'll
just
count it.
do?
You got just the bandana and the scar, just like me.
Here, wait. I went to buy. Here, let me go back. Bond. Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
Black bandana.
bandana and the scar, just like me. Skin.
I got the,
Oh yeah, that too.
yeah, how can you forget the bow tie? And the scar.
Oh.
Wow.
1879, basically.
Dang, that's going to be tough to beat.
That is very hard to beat.
Smoked me.
Crushed it.
Let's
I'm
see.
happy about that.
All right, Godson, you are up. Oops, turned off the wrong one.
That's, fingers crossed if we get anything.
Uh-oh.
Anything that can match that.
Hold on.
Follow.
What did I do?
Okay.
What did I do?
Oh, I think that's my screen. Wait.
That's your screen?
Oh, this is like the metaverse right here.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah. Good now.
Okay, so you can see me there? I'm good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Load
You
disk,
just click-
right?
Yeah.
Load
Thought you were about
disk.
to list it.
Okay, we're just using our wallet here. We'll sign it and let's go for it. Now,
All
this
right.
might be a
I hope
little
you
loud,
get
so we might turn it down.
Okay,
Break up the volume.
let's go. I know you just made this purchase just so you could participate with us here, so I'm hoping you
Yeah.
get something good.
Why not? Let's do it.
Hollow. He's
Hollow.
Okay, we're gonna go from this way. Ooh, that's nice. Chrome bandana.
Scar. Too many of
Star
those.
Club.
There's a clown nose.
All right, well, at least it's a good clown nose.
Volante. And the last one, if I can compete.
Let's see.
Oh,
No,
okay. I
the
got 3 of
Pika,
those
but it
already.
looks like you might be able to get second place.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. Return to my assets. We'll
Yep.
bond this thing.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Where are we going here? We're going to, I think, you know what? I think the Volante was a little higher, wasn't it? Or maybe not. Kuka, yeah.
Yeah, but you got better accessories.
Yeah.
Okay, what did we get? We got the bandana,
Yeah,
right? We got that one.
chrome bandana.
Chrome. And we got nothing there.
Star.
We got a glow nose
Yep.
That was big.
And then the scar.
and 1 scar. Okay.
Nice.
And
I already
so-
forgot what I had for a score.
495.
I think I had you, right?
Actually, yeah, I'm done. I'm the worst one. You had 7, right, with the Atipo.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
That
That was
means-
a nice point. 1878. That's hardcore.
The champ, baby.
Ran. Yeah, that's pretty clutch for a standard disc there.
Hey, Godson, if you've been watching the show at all, Nick knows I hate linkses. There's too many of them. So I'm gonna.
Oh, I know, bro. There's so many.
This one's getting listed at the floor immediately. I'll buy something.
You know,
else.
I think they put all of the links in there, didn't they?
Did
they put them all?
right now, but they're gonna have all of them.
What's the other ones we're missing? They have the
Well, there's a lot because you got every affinity, and then you have every class. So there's 25 of them.
Oh, that's right. They have to do like the stage 1, stage 2, or I think they're doing that.
Yeah,
right?
and the stage 2. Yeah, so there's still a lot to go. You're always gonna feel like there's a ton of links.
My gosh.
Godson, thank you for coming on, opening a disc with us. We're gonna leave some links below to your channel, to your Twitter, whatever you want. I'll connect with you. And thanks for coming on. We'll have you on again soon.
Hey, yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast. And I didn't know you're changing your name to Nick now. Nick and Rampy. That sounds pretty nice. You guys tag teaming it.
Yeah. Nick's just a lot easier.
That sounds good. Yeah, thank you guys. And it's been a pleasure. I've been watching my bros here. Nick, I've been following you, Najaf. And Rampy, I'm getting into your stuff. You're really good. So I'm keeping my eye on you. And thank you guys for watching this. And I hope you guys follow us. And you can check them out. Look in the description. They have all their stuff down there. You can follow us. And thank you again. And let's do this again next time.
All right, we will. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
All right, so Godson, thanks for coming on, dude. The champ is here. Pulled that links, man. I'm not a big links guy, but I did pull that links.
Yeah, my luck is still in the gutter, but we'll see. I still have some more to open. I'll open them at some point, put them in a video.
And I got the sweet obelisk bow tie too. Like that from a standard disc to get that much power. I got almost 1900, 1800 and change.
That was incredible.
That was a good pull. So happy with that.
Yeah.
But
we
moving
got
on.
the Devlog, right? So
Yep.
just this morning. So this is something we just added in real quick. Just actually not even this morning. Just a couple hours ago, the I hopped on Discord and I saw that Aaron posted the January Devlog.
Yes.
So why don't we give a quick recap of what we have going on in there?
Yeah, so this one was obviously from 2 months ago now, so it's coming out a little late. So a lot of the stuff in the dev blog has happened. Like they did a huge section on Illuvitars. Obviously, we're in the middle of the Illuvitar sale, so we know what's going on there. You know, we had the delay, but now everything's going good. The mega disc sale, sold out for the alphas, so everything's going good there. So we know the Illuvitars. One big thing that I'm super excited about, I know a lot of people in the community are excited about, is PvP in the auto battler.
Yes.
So PvP is coming. They're working on that. It seems to be moving along quite well. So there's no delays or anything on that. That should be coming soon. They didn't give an exact time frame, but that will be coming. And then the other part of it that they talked about was the overworld, right? So we have Brightland Steppes and Abyssal Basin. Those are the next two regions, and so we have those coming soon. And so that's going to be cool to have Crimson Waste done. We got Brightland Steppes and Abyssal Basin. And like we showed last episode in Brightland Steppes you have the bubble. So like, and then the Abyssal Basin you have that lily pad you can ride on. So there's these different aspects of the game. So that's going to be cool to see. And then they just kind of talked a little bit about like the success of Illuvium Zero so far.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of daily active users, which is great to see. It has a lot of replayability and people just building out their land plots. So overall, it was a good dev blog. Like I said, a lot of the stuff was covered kind of just over the last few months by us just living it and seeing like Illuvitars and everything. I guess one other thing they talked about briefly was they're doing like the cinematic video. That's still in the works. They are taking their time with it, so you know it's going to be awesome. And they didn't really give a full timeline on that. And then in terms of like what's coming next, so we have the Illuvitars sale just popped off. And then the next thing after that is going to be merch. So
merch, okay.
That's the next thing in line. So I'm pretty excited for merch. I know you are as well. We're going to get this setup behind us changed and everything.
Yeah.
So that's really the whole
and
update.
Kieran posted a couple things for some merch. He posted a nice T-shirt.
Yep.
I don't even know how... The quality looks great. I don't know what material it is or how they put the Illuvium on, but the black on the black looks great. I'm going to have to get myself one of those T-shirts.
Yeah.
They also talked about being able to get these the Illuvitar plates. I know we've talked about getting one. I think you plan on getting one. I'm planning on getting one. We'll try to get that up back here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the merch. Everything I keep saying, even when it comes to these Illuvitars, is like, it's hard to pick and choose where I'm spending my money because I only got limited money, but there's unlimited things to buy in this Illuvium universe.
Yeah, and the other cool thing about the merch is the any profit they make, so they're gonna have to pay for the clothes, whatever, but then the profit goes to Rev Dis. So that's another opportunity for ILV holders to make a little bit.
And if you do want some merch, I'm actually thinking of this myself. If you buy 10 alpha packs, you get a one-time 10% discount off of merch, right?
Yep, you do.
So I'm currently only at 8 alpha discs. So I might have to pick up 2 more just to get that 10% off.
Yeah, I got 12, so I hit that goal.
You hit that goal?
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that actually. I kind of just thought about that now. I remembered this was the January dev blog. Aaron did mention that the February dev blog will be out soon. So by our next episode, we'll be covering that February dev blog, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, let's just move on to our last little section here. I know we spent a lot of time opening those discs. So we got the League of the Week.
Yep.
Who's going first?
I'm going first.
You're going first?
Because
okay.
this is my favorite segment. Leak of the Week rolls right off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue.
There we go. And you know what? My Leak of the Week this week, I'm going with the Illuvitar that I bought from Kieran on the secondary, and that's the Suspicious Squiz. And Squiz is one of the more sought-after Illuvitars. And I was able to pull one off the secondary from Kieran with a beautiful purple background. Matches his mohawk great. Very excited about it. This is my favorite Illuvitar. This is the profile picture on my Illuvitar page at the moment. It'll probably stay that way unless I somehow get a Ramfire. Yeah. And yeah, this is my favorite Illuvitar right now. The Suspicious Squiz. So that's my Leak of the Week. It gotta be Illuvitar.
He looks more like a tired Squiz. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't he look like he needs some sleep?
Yeah, I mean, after a 24-hour live stream, he's probably tired.
Right. Yeah, so, that was definitely a good.
That's true.
A good pickup from you there.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing for my Leak of the Week are all of these emotes. I don't even think we touched on this yet, but when you buy an alpha disc, you're gonna automatically get sent at some point. I don't know if we have a time frame, but an emote disc.
Yep.
So if you bought, for me right now, I bought 8 of the alpha discs. So I'm gonna get 8 of these emote discs, and these are gonna be emotes that you can use in the game when you're battling PvP, or I'm sure there's gonna be other spots. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Discord. Maybe you get to use these in Discord somehow. But these are just more really cool things, and to my understanding, these are also NFTs, right? So we can. This is another thing that you could sell off if you get some multiples, or if you just want to try to make a little bit of money from it. You can sell these off, and I would bet that this is kind of going along with the first wave of Illuvitars. So by the second wave, these are probably not going to be available anymore. So they'll have some value too, and I can't wait to open up those. But I'm just scrolling through some of these. Ramfy on Ramfire.io has a really good article out with a lot of these emotes in it. And I'm looking through them right now, and they look really cool. I cannot wait to get access to them. I know there was just some put out for Atlas that look really cool. But definitely check those out and keep an eye out for those discs, those emote discs.
Yeah, we'll show them all on the screen. Like, these emotes look awesome, man. Like, I think Roger's done a lot of them, and they're gonna have different themes. Like, I know there was one in there that was like a Volante with the hearts, so that's like perfect for Valentine's Day. They're gonna have the holiday themed emotes, but these are gonna be the first, wave one Illuvitar exclusive emotes for the alpha folks. And so these, in 10 years, like we heard Godson say there was like a Christmas tree from 2013 in Clash of Clans. These are going to be the Christmas trees of 2013 Clash of Clans in Illuvium's version, and we're going to be able to sell them. So that's the good news. So that it's pretty cool, man. It's cool to see like how gaming is changing, and Illuvium obviously is leading the way and putting things out, like even down to their emotes being just like super high res and just looking so good. Yeah. So man, I'm just excited. We got a lot coming up.
Yeah, there's more and more coming up. We've been saying this for a while, but there's just every episode we're having more and more stuff. I think by the next episode we'll be probably showing some of these emote discs opening. We will hopefully be talking about either a date or maybe they launched the Illuvium Alpha Season 1. Illuvium Zero Alpha Season 1.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some merch coming out soon. There's a lot more. So stay tuned for future episodes. We're posting every 2 weeks. Haven't missed one yet. This is episode 14. Yep. Still going strong. Any final words?
I mean, on the next episode, you'll see the hollow Ramfire that I'll pull.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, there will be more discs to open for sure. Yeah. So make sure you're checking out Ramfy on Twitter, on ramfire.io.
Yep.
Follow me on YouTube right here if you're not already. I do have plans to be giving out some more, probably won't be alpha discs, but I'll be giving out some Illuvitars. So stay tuned for some of my videos. One last thing is I'm just remembering, I have a tweet out there right now to win one of 10 discs as a promotion with Illuvium. So make sure you go over and follow those instructions. I'll try to put the link in the description below. It's another fun episode. Thanks, Godson, for coming on, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good one.